let's go to page 591. This is lesson 12-8. The objective of this lesson is to solve any given triangle. So on page 591, it gives you all different cases like SSS and SAS, SSA and ASA and AAS. So sometimes the student will get confused as like what to do. Okay. So what happens is whenever you're solving for a triangle, you will have three givings. Okay. So there will be three givings. And if all three have different letters, if all three are different letters, then you want to use the law of cosine. Okay? So this is very important. And if two of the letters are same, then you want to use the law of sine. And that way you don't, and also from what we learned from before, okay, when you use the law of sine, so this is for the law of sine. When you use the law of sine to get the length or small angle or the medium angle, then you don't have to worry about the second case. Only when you use the law of sine to get the largest angle, then you have to worry about the second case. So once you remember that, then the solving triangle is very simple. Okay? So let's go and go over some examples. So for example 1, okay, again, don't worry about what kind of case is it. What you do is write down the giving. Okay, so whenever you're solving, you write down A, B, C, and a small a, small b, small c. So it tells you that small a equal to 4, small b equal to 6, and small c equal to 5. So you can see that all three letters are different, right? So when all three letters are different, you want to use the law of cosine. Okay? So next thing is which version of it you want to use. Okay? Now in the book they use it to find angle A. I like to find the angle B first because it's the largest angle. Because if you use that to look for the largest angle, then so actually this one doesn't matter, but I would prefer to find the largest angle when you're using the law of cosine. Okay? Because it will, then when you use the law of sine later, you don't have to worry about the second case. Okay? But since the book use it to find angle A, then I'm going to just follow the book. Okay? So again, so three letters are all different. You want to use the law of cosine. So write down your cosine formula. Okay? So again, in the book they use A, so I'm going to use the A version. So it would be A squared equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine of A. Okay? Then after that, you substitute all the numbers in there. So you got 4 squared equal to 6 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 6 times 5 cosine of A. Okay, so work it out. Again, show all your steps. Okay? So 16 equal to 36 plus 25 minus 60 cosine of A. Then you have to minus these two to get over here. So again, do not subtract 60 first because this is part of this term. So minus 36, minus 36, minus 25, minus 25. So use your calculator, so this cancel out, right? Okay, so you got 16 minus 36 minus 25 equal, you're going to get negative 45 equal to negative 60 cosine of A. Okay? Then you divide by negative 60 to, again, this is a multiplication, so you have to divide. So this will cancel out. Okay, so since you have this, so you can just, don't have to retype, just go and divide. Negative 60 equal, so you're going to get 0.75 equal to cosine of A. Okay? Then now you can find angle A. you just go second cosine. Whenever you're looking for angle, you have to use second function. So second cosine of this answer. So the second, this over here, second, that's the answer right over here. Okay, close. Okay, equal. So you're going to get 41.4 degrees. Okay, then you put over here 41.4 degrees. Okay, so now to find the other angle, the book used to find angle C. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so now notice now you have two of the same letter, right? See that? You have two of the same letter, right? If two have two of the same letters, use the law of sine. Okay, so you're looking for angle C, so you want to use a C formula. So you got sine C over C equal to sine A over A. Okay, you have to use A because A, now you know the A is, now you know the A, right? So whatever you're looking for, that's what you write first, and you have to use what you know. Okay? Okay, so substitute. So you got sine C over 5 equal to sine of 41.4 degrees over 4. Okay? So times by 5 to get rid of the denominator. So this will cancel out. So sine of C equal to, so get your calculator. So you got 5 times sine of 41.4 degrees divided by 4 equal. So you're going to get 0.8266, right? But don't erase these. Okay, you want to use this number so you don't miss too many digits. So to find angle C, you have to use second sine, right? So you just go second sine of the answer from before. So second answer, okay, equal. So this will give me 55.76. So I run it up to 55.8 degrees. Okay. So I get 55.8 degrees. Okay. Now, do I need to get the second possibility? The answer is no. Because you know that this is not the biggest angle. Why? Because remember, the biggest angle will face the longest side. So this is the biggest angle. Angle B is your largest angle. Okay? So this is not the biggest angle. So you don't have to worry about the second possibility. Okay? So whatever you get is whatever you get. Okay? So again, only if you use law of sine to find the largest angle, that's when you have to get a second possibility, second option. But you know that this is not the biggest angle, so whatever you get, that's it. Okay? Okay, so now to find angle B, you don't have to use the law of sine again. Okay? You just use 180, because three angles have to equal to 180, right? So you go 180 minus 41.4 minus 55.8 equal, okay, and it'll give you 82.8 degrees. Okay, and that's it. Okay. So again, once you know these basic rules, then you don't have to worry about try to, differentiate what kind of case is it. Okay, so you can just ignore, worry about what kind of case. Okay, so just write down your ABC, and then just follow these two rules, and then you will be fine. Okay, let's go to example 2. Okay, so again, you're solving, so you write down your A, B, C, and small a, small b, small c. And if small a equal to 8, small c equal to 7, and angle B equal to 31.8 degrees. Okay, so again, all three letters are different. You got A, B, C. So all three letters are different. So you want to use the law of cosine, okay? And since you're using the law of cosine, since this is missing, so you want to use the B version, okay? So you have to find B. So you're going to use B squared equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine of B, okay? So again, whatever angle is given, that's the version you want to use, okay? So if angle B is given, you want to use the B. Okay, so substitute everything in there. So you got B squared equal to, now what happens if you make a mistake, you use the wrong one? Well, if you use the wrong one, you're going to see that you're missing a lot of information and you won't able to do it, okay? So that's how you know right away if you're using a wrong version. When you try to substitute the numbers, you're going to find out that you're missing a lot of numbers. Okay, so substitute, so A is 8, C is 7, 2AC cosine of 31.8 degrees. So B squared equal to, so this is kind of nice, you can just enter whatever you see. So you got 8 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 8 times 7 times cosine of 31.8 degrees and push equal. Okay, so B squared equal to 17.81, and so B equal to, and so you take the square root of that. So square root of the answers I got from before. So you're going to get 4.22. Okay, and you want to run off to 1 decimal. So when you put down here, just 1 decimal is good enough. So 4.2. Okay. Okay. Next is that's going to use law of sine to find the angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a C version, okay? Because that way I don't have to worry about the second case, right? Because C is not the biggest angle, so whatever you get is whatever you get. If you use angle A, if you find the angle A, you might have to think about 2 cases, okay, to figure it out, okay? So that's going to use that's going to figure out the angle C, okay? So, and the reason you want to do that because now you have 2 of the same letters, right? So you got B and B, so now you can use law of sine. Okay, okay, so you got sine C over small c equal to sine B over small b. Okay, again, this is what you're looking for, and so that's what you need to use. And this is what you know, so you have to use that. Okay, and again, I don't want to find A because this is the longest side, so this is the largest angle. And if you use a law of sine to get the largest angle, you have to check the second case. Okay. Okay, so let's substitute. So you got sine C over small c equal to sine B over B. And when I'm doing a calculation, I'm going to put extra digits. And that's the reason I save these. Okay, the reason I save this number, I have extra digit, so I put it over here, it's more accurate. If you use this number over here, the answer over here, you're going to miss a digit, so answer may be off by too much. Okay, so again, times by 7. So again, whenever you're doing calculation, you want to use extra digits, and you run off for the final answer. Okay, but don't use the run off answer to calculate because you're going to make the answer off by too much. Okay, so this cancel. So you got sine of C equal to, that get calculated. So 7 times sine of 31.8 degrees divided by 4.22 equal, you got 0.87409. Okay, I can carry extra digit. So you got angle C equal to, so I'm going to find the angle, I have to use second function. So I go second sine of the number from before, so second answer, okay, equal, so I get 90, so I can run off, so be 60, so 60.938, okay, degrees. But again, I carry extra digits, but when I run it off of here, I get 60.9. Okay. Okay, so now once I get these 2 angles, then I can just use 180 minus these 2, right? So 180 minus 31.8 minus 60.9 equal, okay, so 87.3 degrees. Okay, so again, what you want to do is you want to avoid using law of sine to get the biggest angle because you have to check both cases. You have to check the second possibilities, so which is more work. Okay, so if you can avoid that, try to do that so it saves you some work. Okay, let's go to the next example. Okay, so this is example 3. So you can use solving, so get your ABC ready. So A, B, C. you got A, B, C. Okay, let's see what's giving. So B is 22, small b is 22, small c is 30, and big B is 30 degrees. Okay, so again, you got two of the same letters. So remember what we're talking about. If two letters are the same, then you have to use law of sine. Okay, so you have to find C. So you're going to get sine C over small c equal to sine B over B. That's going to substitute. So you got sine C over 30 equal to sine of 30 degrees over 22. So let's get rid of the denominator. So multiply by 30 on both sides. So this will cancel out. And I put this in parentheses so I know what is the addition. This so that this is what you're doing. So this is the original, and this is what's additional step. Okay, so just to keep track. Okay, so sine C equal to, so that's clear, so that's typing, so 30 times sine of 30 degrees divided by 22 equal, okay, sine C equal to 0.681818, so angle C equal to, okay, so again I carry extra digits. So to find the angle, I have to use second sine of the answer from before. Okay, so I get 42.9858. So run it off. So this will give me 43 degrees, right? Because 42.9 will give you 43 degrees, right? So sine C would be 43.0 degrees, okay? Now, over here, you have to get a second case because this is bigger than that, but since you don't know this number, so this could be the longest side, and this could be the largest angle. So again, if you don't know for sure, then you have to check. Okay, so I'm going to call this angle C1. Okay, so I need to get the second set. So I got A, B, C. So you need to do this right away. So this would be 30 degrees, and this would be 22, this would be 30, and this one 43. Okay, now the C1 and C2, they are supplementary, so you use 180 to minus that. Okay, so angle C2, the second possibility, you use 180 to minus that. So 180 minus 43 equal 137 degrees. So your second possibility is 137 degrees. So again, whenever you use law of sine to look for angle, and then if the angle is smallest angle or medium angle that you know for sure, then you don't have to worry about second case. But if you don't know if it's the largest angle or not, then you have to find the second possibility. Okay. So again, you know that this is not the smallest. Okay, but you don't know if this is the largest or the medium. You don't know. So you don't know for sure, then you have to check. Okay. Okay, so from here, okay, so you have two sets now. Okay? Now, so once you do that, you can find the angle A. So you got 180 minus 30 minus 43 equal 107. Okay, so for this case 1, angle A is the biggest angle. Okay, but for case 2, you got 180 minus 30 minus 137 equal 13 degrees. Okay, so in this case 2, this is the biggest angle. So you got two different possibilities. Okay. Okay, so we have to do two separately. Okay. Okay, so now to find the side A, you have to use A over sine A equal to, and I don't want to use this one because this is the answer you get is already off a little bit. So I'm going to use a giving because that's more exact. Okay, so I'm going to use B. Okay, so A over sine of 107. Actually, you have to put 0.0. Okay. Okay, so equal to B is 22 over sine of B is 30 degrees. Okay? Okay, so multiply by sine of 107 degrees on both sides. So this will cancel out. Okay, so A equal to 22 times sine of 107 degrees divided by sine of 30 degrees, push equal. So you get 42.077, so I'm rounding off to 1. Okay? So you get 42.1. And you don't have to worry about the second case because remember, law of sine, when you use it to look for the biggest angle, or if you're not sure, then you have to get the second case. Okay, but if you use it to look for length, then that's it. Whatever you get is whatever you get. Okay, over here, we have to look for this A. So you can write A over sine A equal to B over sine B. So substitute everything. So A is 13 degrees. Okay. So make sure you separate the two because over here the A is 107. Okay, so this is 13. So that's why you have to write everything out so you keep things organized so you don't get confused. Okay, so multiply by sine of 13 degrees on both sides. So this will cancel out. So A equal to, so get your calculator. So 22 times sine of 13 degrees divided by sine of 30 degrees equal, so you're going to get 9.897 whatever, but when you look at, so you run it off, it's going to give you 9.90. Okay. Okay, and that's it. So you got two possibilities. Okay, so again, once you follow those basic principles that I covered, then it will help you to to get things done without getting confused. Okay? So again, when you use a law of sine to get a biggest angle, or if you don't know if it's the biggest angle or not, then you have to get two cases. Okay, so you have to get two cases. Okay, let's go to the next one. So again, you're solving, so get your A, B, C organized. So this one, A equal to 40, and angle A is 45 degrees. Angle C is 55 degrees. Okay. Okay, so you got two of the same letters, so you have to use a law of sine, right? But before you even do that, since the two angles are given, we can find the angle B. Okay? So you got 180 minus 45 minus 55 equals 80 degrees. Okay, because three angles have to add up equal to 180. Okay, okay, so now we can find this over here. Okay, so we can find, so let's do the B. So B over sine B equal to A over sine A. Okay, and just substitute, so B over sine of 80 degrees equal to 40 over sine of 45 degrees. Okay, so times by sine of 80 degrees on both sides, so that this will cancel out. So B equal to, so you got 40 times sine of 80 degrees divided by sine of 45 degrees equal, so B will be 55.7. Okay. And again, you don't have to worry about the second case because this is the length, right? Okay, let's find C. So C over sine C equal to A over sine A. Again, I want to use this number because it's more exact. Okay, so substitute all the numbers in there. So multiply to get rid of the denominator. So this will cancel out. So C equal to, get your calculator. So you got 40 times sine of 55 degrees divided by sine of 45 degrees equal, so it'd be 46.338, so 46.3. Okay, and again, when you use it to find the length, whatever you get, that's it. You don't have to worry about second possibility. Okay, so again, only if you use it to find the angle or and the largest angle, then that's when you have to use second possibilities. Okay, so again, let's kind of go over it quickly. So again, if all three layers are different, use law of cosine. If two of the layers are same, use law of sine. Okay, and when you use the law of sine, if it's the largest angle, or if you don't know for sure, then make sure that you get the second case. But if you use a law of sine to find the length, then you're good. If you know it's smallest angle or a medium angle, then you're good. You don't have to worry about second case. Okay, and so that's it.